everybody agree to come under a Congress platform? Right now, Congress doesn't seem to, everybody thinks they're bigger than Congress.
I didn't call it a Congress platform.
Okay. Can Congress take the lead of that?
I called it a rainbow alliance. I called it a coalition of the willing. And I think who is going to be the leader will have to be part of the negotiation. Rahul Gandhi has shown that he has absolutely no inhibition in being partner number 3 in Bihar, in being partner number 2 in UP, and for years now, for 50 years, the Congress has been partner number 2, 3 or 12 in Tamil Nadu. So we are quite used to taking a humble position. And if in the interest of making a grand coalition, the Congress has to take a position other than one of primacy, I think that can be considered during the course of the negotiations. It's not necessary. Indeed, it is very important that the question you ask never be posed at this time. Let's try and build up this coalition, and then in the course of negotiating the contours of this coalition, we'll decide who can win. Don't forget that in our worst outing ever, which was May 2014, we ended up with a mere 44 seats in the Lok Sabha. But no other party of the opposition got so many seats. So why are you asking a question, and why should I answer a question whose replies will come in the fullness of time and which we shouldn't even touch today?
Okay, last question to you. You've been quoted as saying you want a leadership change in the Congress. Is that correct?
Yes, I also added that I don't want a leader change.
What does that mean?
I'm very particular about that. And of course, typical of television, you cut out the important sentence in order to highlight something. By the leadership change, I mean that the Congress party should, after a gap of 20 years, be consulted on who should be our leader. Now, we had an election in 2000. Jiten Prasad stood against Sonia Gandhi. He got 94 votes. She got 9,400 votes. So if there is anyone in the Congress, and I don't see anybody today, who wants to stand against Rahul Gandhi, let him. But I don't expect he'll win. But below that, we have an entirely nominated leadership from the CWC, which is supposed to have 10 elected members and has in fact 20 nominated members, to general secretaries who are supposed to be nominated and are in fact nominated, to state presidents who are supposed to be elected and are nominated, to district presidents who ought to be elected but are nominated, to block presidents who ought to be elected but are nominated. We have a stultified party, and the person who's been drawing attention most to this is Rahul Gandhi. And so I would rely on Rahul Gandhi to undertake the Rahul revolution within the party. He's been talking about it for 4 years, but I think the existing setup has prevented him from carrying his intentions into action. And why?
What is the existing setup?
They have a very good argument. They say, who brought the Congress to 10 years of power? It is they. It is this leadership. So they say that when...
took it out of power?
They said that when we proved ourselves, give us an opportunity to rescue the party. I think it's been given to them for 2.5 years. So now the time has come, and I'm saying nobody needs to resign. Nobody is required to, in your great phrase, take responsibility and show accountability. Let them stand for election to the Congress Working Committee and let the party decide whether they are worthy of being so elected.
Mr. Aiyar, you're saying there should be elections to the Working Committee, maybe even to the General Secretary, I don't know. But
Not General Secretary, shall be nominated.
okay, so
That's an executive post.
okay, elections to the Working Committee. But what about elections to the party president?
Of course there should be. I gave you the example. They should be, but we can't have an election if there's only one candidate. I'd like you to find somebody other than somebody wildly eccentric who wants to stand against Rahul Gandhi. You find one, let's have an election. I'm absolutely sure that Rahul will win.
Therein lies the tragedy of the Congress also. But thank you for speaking to us.
Therein lies the hope of the Congress. We are a party that cannot be blistered even in such heavy defeat. We do not wither away. We are there because we don't have a problem about who should be the leader, and our only problem is about the leadership, which is the 2nd and 20th rank below that.
There you have it, Mr. Mani Shankar Aiyar. He's saying he doesn't want a leader change, but a leadership change. We'll leave you to figure that one out if you are convinced by his answer or not. But this is Priya Sehgal along with video journalist Kulbhushan Singh.
All right, let's